Okay, people, my people, it's your girl, Dr. �ㄔ𝐘𝐒 here. Please remember to click like, share, and subscribe if you like my content. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, as it helps the algorithm know that you are enjoying what I am recording. So with that said, we have a perfume tray review. And if I keep it honest, this is probably an August/September tray. So there are a multitude of fragrances on here that I've been wearing. And I'm going to do a quick rundown of all of them so that you can get a understanding of what I've been trying to rotate in my collection, and knowing that I'm going to be slowing down, although I just did a haul, which is contradictory to what I just said, but the point remains. I'm going to be slowing down with the perfume purchases because I want to take a more deliberate and curated approach to what I am purchasing and do less blind buying and more researching of notes and accords, because I now have a very good command of what I like and what I enjoy wearing. So I want to get things that would reflect that, but done in different and unique ways. So let's get into it. A for life fragrance that will forever be, forever in my fragrance will be Passion de l'Amour by the House of 𝐶age. As you can see, I am almost done with this particular cupcake, and I already have a backup bottle and 3 travel spray options with the pre-purchased emerald case that House of 𝐶age has with the replacement vials. I bought that probably a couple of years ago, just so that I can have that as a backup. But I bought another cupcake when they went on sale, because this is a problem. This oud and this smooth fragrance is a problem to behold, but it's a problem that I'm willing to have forever. So House of 𝐶age, Passion de l'Amour, one of the very first fragrances I've purchased from the House of 𝐶age, and I have not been disappointed with what I've selected from that point on. One of my first fragrances that I purchased when I was getting into the niche world, Baccarat Rouge 540, the extrait, oldie but a goodie. I never got the original Baccarat. I always purchased and went with the extrait. This is my original bottle from when I purchased it, some time ago. But I love this fragrance. But I do have to say the, I believe it's Christian Provenzano, if I'm not mistaken, Roca, is going to take over this fragrance, because this is phenomenal. But the candy, the Roca is a little bit more candied with the saffron, and I'm digging that. And it's definitely not a dupe. It's definitely an original fragrance, but they're in similar frames of influence. And I do love this, but Roca will be replacing this particular fragrance. But we all love Baccarat Rouge 540. Dusson, another one of the firsts that I purchased when I was on my journey. What I did was I collected a lot of my fragrances that I had for a long time that I'm really trying to get through, so that I can, sunset these fragrances. But when you have so many that you're rotating through, it's hard to get through them. So I was forcing myself to really get through these particular fragrances so that I can purge. And then what I am going to be adopting will be more of what I have talked about earlier, studying the notes, really getting into what my palette has expanded to over the years, so I can have a rounded collection that may be actually a little smaller than what it is now. Nishane, another one of the firsts for me when I started my perfume journey. Oolong Cha, a wonderful tea fragrance. I do have, I think, 1 or 2 backups of this because I love it so much. But I'm finding that when I wore it this time around, that as much as I do like it, I do have other tea fragrances that I prefer. Maybe not as much, but I have backups of this, so I know I won't be repurchasing this because I have plenty in my collection. But Nishane, Oolong Cha, wonderful tea fragrance, sings and projects in the heat. The other tea fragrance, Rendezvous by 𝐇𝐎𝐒, wonderful, wonderful tea fragrance. So beautiful. Again, something that I definitely need to get through, but it's a wonderful summer tea fragrance that you would enjoy. And staying with the same house, Café Cabanel by 𝐇𝐎e𝐒. I got so many compliments on this. I wore it recently, and it is a gourmand, one of the first gourmand fragrances that I purchased when I realized that I love a nice coffee fragrance. This is outstanding. Love it. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed the house. They actually went more sustainable. So my backup bottle of Café Cabanel looks like this. It's clear, but this is a wonderful fragrance and one of my firsts that I purchased when I was joining the perfume community. So these would be representative of what I purchased in 2000 when I started this journey that I put on my tray for August and September, along with Oolong Cha. I had a lot of Nishane fragrances, a lot of them, honey. That's a very good, if you're trying to get into niche fragrances, Nishane is a wonderful introductory niche house for you to get into. And of course, House of 𝐶age is phenomenal because they always have a wonderful sale going on in a promo. I would encourage you to wait for the promo. But Passion de l'Amour, you can get into trouble with this, okay? So let's get into some more. Now, again, the good girl Sharita M introduced Helwa to me and to probably many of you. This particular fragrance reminds me of if Queen Elizabeth, before she passed, let's go back to maybe what her 16th or her 21st birthday party would have been like. And if there was a royal cotton candy machine that had drips of gold flecks in the cotton candy, that would be what this puts me in the mind of and the scene that comes to my head. This fragrance is to die for. It is so sweet and so decadent. It reminds me of a royal's party with royal cotton candy. That's the best way I can explain it. 𝐷𝐿. This is phenomenal. I may get another bottle of it because, as you can see, I am down with my juice. But this was a phenomenal fragrance, and Sharita M has a nose. She put me onto that one. And since we're in the Sharita M house, another one that Sharita introduced to the community in a large way, Blanche Bette. This was my very first lactonic fragrance. I didn't even know I liked lactonic fragrances until I got my nose on this. And I have a backup bottle that's a little smaller than this, and I have a decant, but you can see by the juice, it's definitely doing that nice change. I've had this one for a couple of years, and this is where I am. So when I saw that I was more than halfway through, I had to get my backup bottle, which I'm glad I got a smaller one because I am leaning towards getting smaller bottles so that I can get through the juice a little bit quicker because, you know, when you have so many, it's hard to get that rotation consistently going. So again, hence why I'm trying to bring it down. So what's also been on this tray, Acro Bake, a nice lemon pound cake experience, gourmand, beautiful, sings, sillage. I was going through the airport on one of my trips. The young lady with TSA was like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "Honey, Acro Bake, honey. If you want it, you need to go ahead and get some." Again, this is the original bottle that I purchased. I didn't go large, and still, even with that, I have that much to play with. But again, this was a beautiful fragrance. I may or may not repurchase this because I have a House of Sillage fragrance that's puts me in the mindset of this. So I have to kind of explore the possibilities of what direction I'm going to go in. But Bake by Acro, another winner. Another one of the original purchases from the beginning of my journey, 𝐸𝐈𝐒 by the 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐘 line of 𝐵𝐵𝐃𝐿, by 𝐵𝐵𝐃𝐿, the 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐘 line, 𝐸𝐸𝐿𝐒. This is a gourmand this is probably one of the best gourmands I have ever smelled. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I purchased another small bottle like this to have as a backup in my collection because, again, I've had this since at least 2021. There's a little bit left in here, just a little, but I'm not done, and that's from 2021, so I didn't want to get a big bottle. So, 𝐸𝐈𝐒. Since I have several �ㄱ𝐿s to go, we're going to skip back out of there, and we're going to go to Bond, the Harrods Bond number 9 fragrance. This is a wonderful unisex fragrance that's perfect for the office. Signature scent, worthy, wears well. Bond does it well every time. The fragrances that I like from Bond are done properly. So this was on my rotation, on my tray for September, August, September, and I did receive compliments on this in the office as well. Definitely masculine or feminine, maybe a little more masculine leaning, but this is great. Love it. Staying with Bond, spoke about this one earlier. This is my original bottle, and it is, you can't really hear it, but it is almost gone. So I have my backup ready to rock and roll to bring me through another season, child, because this wonderful. And what's funny about this, Cashmere and Palo Santo, Donna Karan, Cashmere collection, and I don't do a lot of designers. I spoke about a couple of them in a few other videos ago. Chance by Chanel and Tumi I have, and Fleur Vanilla Skin. Let me tell you about this one. Donna Karan Cashmere collection, on point. Just got it this season. And you know what? I was doing one of my internet purchases in the evening, and somehow I ordered it twice, so I already have a backup bottle. Didn't do it on purpose, but so glad that I did. So this is phenomenal. She did this. Donna Karan. With that magnetic top, quality, beautiful packaging, bottle, love it. Sillage as well. So, love 𝐷𝐿. This is definitely one of my favorite houses in the niche world. Ivory Root is synonymous with the fragrance that everybody loved that smelled like bourbon. I forgot Angel Share. Now, Angel Share was a little too boozy for me, but this Ivory Root, if you liked Angel Share, but you wanted it a little less boozy, Ivory Root, JTC, definitely not a dupe. remotely, but similar notes, but this is beautiful. I loved this experience. And I mean, I'm literally here with the bottle. Am I going to repurchase this? I'm not sure. I may not, because I love more than words. That is, I have a backup bottle. So I have a small bottle. I have a backup large bottle. More Than Words is a For Life fragrance from the JTC collection of �ㄒ𝐿. But Ivory Root, if you like a boozy, but not as heavy, like an Angel Share, you'll love this. Starlight, another beautiful fragrance. I think there's cardamom in here. Soft. For me, this is more of a bedtime fragrance, though. More of a bedtime fragrance. Or if you're just trying to wear something light, kind of get up and go, heading out to brunch, something easy, going shopping, this is a great fragrance. And La Capitale, strawberry leaves, I believe, strawberry. This is beautiful. Again, a very romantic notes, very romantic fragrance. You can, be close with this and not choke somebody out. Beautiful. I've done some damage to it, but I need to get that in more rotation. See this one as well. I've done some damage to this one. Ooh, girl. It's all good. We're okay. We're okay. Last but not least, 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. This one, she's like the GOAT. I have the 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄 Gold. Beautiful, but this is a wonderful, candied, fruit bowl, musky, sensational fragrance. Long lasting. I was getting my nails done one day and I wore this, and honey, the person next to me was like, "What are you wearing?" And I had to break the whole thing. I was like, 𝐵𝐵𝐃 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. She's like, "What?" 𝐵𝐵𝐃. Let me just go ahead and bring up a picture for you and you can Google it. Listen, this is a showstopper, definitely for going out, chilling, brunching, shopping, lounging, whatever you want to do, but you need to be out and about with this. She doesn't just need to be worn in the house, honey. You need to be going somewhere and doing a little something. Something, even if it's not right. Something just ain't right. If you know, you know. Beautiful fragrance. So this is what I did in the month of August and September for my perfume tray. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back so that I can further go through other things so I can get them on the rotation. So if you liked this video and you enjoyed me sharing what I had on my tray, and again, I had so many things on my tray. I do want to show off my tray in and of itself because I got it off of Amazon and I think you might like it. But again, this is my tray, my fragrance tray. And I got it off of Amazon. It's heavy. It's cute. And, I wish I could change my position of my camera, but girl, guy, it's too much work right now, and I had to get some content in because I have been slipping because work has been kicking my tail, but I wanted to get into some fun stuff and decompress and go through the fragrances and share and talk with you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to click like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.